interested in the world of coding and computer programming, you are in luck because I have a website that's perfect for you. The website is called Scratch, and you can get to it at the URL scratch.mit.edu. Now, according to Scratch's website, it's a coding language and an online community where you can create your own interactive stories, games, and animations, and even share your creations with others around the world. That's right, around the world! As young people create and share Scratch projects, they learn to think creatively, reason systematically, and work collaboratively, which are essential skills for everyone in today's society. When people learn how to code in Scratch, they learn important strategies for solving problems, designing projects, and communicating ideas. Scratch is a project of the Scratch Foundation in collaboration with the Lifelong Kindergarten Group at the MIT Media Lab. It is and always will be completely free of charge. Scratch is designed especially for children ages 8 to 16, but it's used by people of all ages, even me. And if you're a kid, age 5 to 7, there's even a free iPad and tablet app called Scratch Junior, where even you can learn how to code. Millions of people are creating Scratch projects in a wide variety of settings, including homes, schools, museums, libraries, and even community centers. There's even an app that you can install on your device if you'd prefer to work offline. As of now, though, the apps aren't available for phones. I think the screen's a little bit too small to code all your projects. I'm going to walk you through how to create an account and get started on the Scratch website. You can work offline, download the app to your device, iPad, tablet, your Chromebook, your laptop, whatever device you may have that's not a phone. The benefits of that is that you can work even if you don't have internet access, and some parents might be more comfortable without the opportunity to comment on people's projects, because that's right. If you make an account on the Scratch website online, not only can you create and save your work, you can also share your work with people from all over the world who are creating their own Scratch projects. You can comment on other people's work, give them suggestions, tell them how much you like it. You can love other people's projects, and you can even play them and remix them. And I'm going to show you a little bit about all of that right now. So here we are on the Scratch homepage, scratch.mit.edu. And you can start to explore just on the homepage, create stories, games, and animation, share with others around the world. And right here we have some featured projects. Obviously, these are usernames of people just like you who want to get started on Scratch. Featured studios, which a studio is just basically has a theme. So this would be all projects that are tongue twisters. All projects using railroads or chocolate or sharks. So it's a kind of fun way so that's a fun way to search. We have projects curated by certain people. We have what the community is remixing, so games that people really like and want to edit themselves to make it their own. What the community is loving, so when you can go love and heart a game or a remix or a video, and that would be right there. So we can play all these games right now without even signing in, without even having a username. We can explore around. We just can't love or comment on it. And if we create something ourselves, we can't save it. So let's go ahead and sign in and join Scratch so that we can take full ownership over what we create. For my username, I'm going to use a robotics team name that one of my robotics teams created, and I thought it was cool. They were the VICs, which standed for Very Important Coders. And then go ahead and make a password, whatever you can remember. Then we're going to have to put in what country we live in, when we were born, and it says we'll keep this information private. So let's go ahead and put that in. What's your gender? What's your email? Once again, it says you will keep this information private, but it will help you if you forget your password. It's not going to be made public on your account. So here we are. Welcome to Scratch. Very important coders. You're now logged in. You can start exploring and creating your projects. But one more step, if you want to share your projects and comment on other people's projects, you have to verify your email address. They're going to send you an email to the email you just put in. Go ahead, just click on the link that's provided and verify your account. Okay, so I have confirmed my account, and this is what my little home page looks like now. I can learn how to make a project in Scratch. I can try out starter projects. I can connect with other Scratchers. Here again, we have some featured projects if you want to start out with that. My favorite part of Scratch is right here at the top, the ideas page. What will you create? You can choose a tutorial, which is going to give you guided instructions on how to create different types of projects. You can get straight up started with a Scratch project. These are activity guides. What do you want to make with Scratch? For each activity, you can try the tutorial, download a set of coding cards, or view the educator guide. So right here, we have all these ideas of things we can do. Animated name, make a chase game, make it fly, make music, a Pong game, maybe animate a character. So these are great ways to start with Scratch if you're not really sure how to get started or you don't have any ideas of your own yet. My favorite place to start is right here, getting started. So this is our first, most basic getting started with Scratch challenge. This part right here is really useful. If we click play, it's going to give us a really good little guide on how to get started.
With Scratch, you can make your own stories, games, and animations. Let's start.
So it says to start out by grabbing a move block, and we can do that right here. All of these motion blocks are going to help our character move. So we can start right here just simply with the move 10 steps. Now, you're going to have to use some mathematical thinking to figure out what 10 steps means. It looks small, but that's actually 10 steps for our character. We can move this and change it to 1 if we want to and see what 1 step would look like. It was so small. Did you see it? When I click on this block, my character does what that block says. So that's 1 step. We had it at 10. Let's try what 50 steps looks like. Yep, that's a little bit longer. So obviously the bigger the number, the more steps, the more it's going to move. So you can play around with this however you want to. Maybe you want him then to turn 15 degrees. So we could click move 10, and then it's going to also follow up with the next sequence in our code. And remember, coding is all about going step by step, giving our character step-by-step instructions. There's lots of different types of blocks we could use. We can make the character look. We can have it make sound. We can, when this is clicked, that's a start block. So when the green flag is clicked, it will follow the sequence of code. Here's the green flag. Let's see. Yep. We can have some control blocks, sensing blocks. Maybe when we touch the mouse pointer to our character, it's going to do something. Operators, variables, and then you can make your own. So very detailed, lots of different things you could do with this. A lot of Scratchers start with this basic tutorial right here and make their own stories or make their own games. And then whenever you are done, you can share your work with others and they can comment on it, love it, play it themselves, see the story you've created. If you've written a story and you want to publish it, you can do that too. Very interactive and very detailed and lots of potential for fun. We can even come over here and add some costumes to our character. I'm going to close this. I can change the color of his nose. Let's see what else we can change. How about his tummy? Maybe I want it red. So you can even customize your characters however you want to. We can even change the sound. This is what a normal meow would sound like, but what if we wanted it slower? What if we wanted it louder? We have all of the control. That's what's so fun about coding. Now, if we want to save our work, it's very important that we actually save it. So let's come up here and name this. We'll call this starter project. And I'm just going to click Save Now. So my project is saved. If I go back to my home page and I want to get back to it, I come right here to this little file folder. When I click on that, I have my starter project and I can see inside of it, and that will bring me right back where I was so I can continue working on my code. If I go back to my starter page, I can now explore other projects. I can look at what other people are doing. Let's see. What's the chocolate studio like? Ooh, all projects surrounding chocolate. Let's see what chocolate clicker is. Click the chocolate to earn chocolate. I don't know how else to put that. So these are people just like you who are on their own projects. This person said, please tell me if there are any spelling mistakes or bugs. So here are some comments from people. Now, if I really loved this project and I wanted to make it my own, I can come right here and click Remix. This will bring the whole code, game, everything that this other user created into my coding space, and I can edit it however I'd like to. I can save it, I can share it. It's a great way for us to piggyback off of other ideas. Maybe we don't know what to create and we just want to use a base that somebody else started. Look at all this code that he had to use in order to make this game. Very neat. So I can go ahead and share it if I want to. I can add something into the code, and then once I edit something, it can be small or it can be big, I can then save it and come back to it later in my little file folder of saved projects. If I now want to look for more ideas, I can come back to the ideas page, maybe animate a name. I can try the tutorial. I can even take this offline and download some coding cards to get started with this project. This is where it's going to teach us how to create our name.
You can use Scratch to animate a name and bring it to life. Make the letters change color, spin, grow, or interact however you'd like.
My challenge for you is exactly this. In order to get comfortable on Scratch, I want you to try creating an animation with your name. All you have to do is set up an account, go right back to the home page, to the ideas, right here to animate a name, and I want to see what you come up with. Try the tutorial. Share it with us. Let's see if we can get started being a master coder using Scratch.